In this video, I'm going to show you how to play a simple harmonics chord progression and then how you can use some cool techniques and scales to improvise around it. Hi, I'm Dan from onlinebasscourses.com, and if you're interested in weekly bass lessons on everything from groove to fretboard knowledge to learning how to play bass lines, then remember to subscribe by clicking the button below. So this is a set of 3 chords using harmonics, and they're from the key of E minor. So the first one is C sus2. So what you do is you put your first finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, that's C. Make sure your finger's quite curled because you don't want that finger to brush against the other 2 strings that you'll be playing the harmonics on. So to play the harmonics, just get your little finger and bar them lightly over the 5th frets of the D and the G strings. It's your C sus2 chord. Now to play this with your right hand, you've got 2 options. You can either use your index to pluck the low note, the C in this case, and then move both fingers across. And this is called a free stroke. It's borrowed from classical guitar technique. And instead of a normal rest stroke where you would pluck and rest on a string like this, you instead come away from the body of the bass. That's called a free stroke, and it allows you to play chords. That's the first way you can play this. The second way is just to use your thumb and then index and middle. Either way is fine. That's the first chord. The second chord is just kind of a D power chord. It's exactly the same shape as that. Just shift across to the 5th fret of the A string, that's D, and then bar this time with your little finger the 7th fret. Can use your 3rd finger. It's a bit of a stretch, so I think it's good practice to use your little finger. It's much less taxing on the hand. And then play the E with your 3rd finger, the 7th fret of the A string, and then we're going to play those 2 notes again on the 5th fret of the D and the G strings, this time with your 1st finger. Gets you a really nice E minor 7 chord. Now before introducing a drum beat, which I'm going to play along to in a second, and also which you can download, I'll put a link below for that, just get used to moving around without any kind of drum beat at all, without the pressure of a metronome on drum beat. So you can do any kind of groove you like, but I'm kind of doing this. If this is our beat, now with the drums. That drum beat is at 90 beats per minute, and if it's a little quick, then just get a metronome or another drum beat and find the lowest BPM that you can play comfortably and then build up from there. So now I'm going to just show you how you may improvise a little around that. So first I'll just show you how I might do it. So we're in the key of E minor, so all the little fills I was doing was just in E minor pentatonic, and you can also use the E natural minor scale. So that is on the 7th fret of the A string with my 1st finger, just finger pattern wise. If I shout out the finger numbers, it's 1 3 4 1 3 4 1 3. That's E natural minor, and the E minor pentatonic is 1 4 1 3 1 3. Now that's just in 1 octave, and it's just there. You'll notice I was playing in other parts of the bass, so make sure you know any scale in different parts. So that's exactly in that position there that I was showing you, that minor pentatonic. All of these are just simply notes from from those two scales. I mean, they're two scales, but essentially one is just the same as the other, just with fewer notes. So download that drum beat and try to play that groove along like that. You can make up your own rhythms, your own patterns, you can mix and match the chords, go different directions, do what you like with it. But I think it's a good thing to do is to for your improvisation chops, is to get that and realize that we're in a certain key and then improvise around it. So I hope you found that video useful, and if you did, remember to subscribe for more like this in the future. See you next time.